What's up, everybody? Easy here from the DFS Whisperers, coming live with an NBA video for today's slate.
What's on, family? How y'all doing?
Are you really gonna be trying to eat while we? Oh my goodness,
What, man? It's lunchtime.
Let's get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. Shout out to Draft Dashboard, one of the best DFS tools out here. One of my favorite tools to use. They sponsor a $20 giveaway on our channel. All you got to do is just get the homework out the way. You got the man, this man got me all thrown off in this. Top players of the day. You got the position optimizer. Just breaks down all the stats down to a T, from the projected ownership points, hit percentage, projected ownership, value, fantasy points per minute, usage, all that good stuff. Vegas totals, BVP, all right there. Sleepers and studs, player trends. You got the lineup optimizer that, spits out all that fire lineups, the mass lineup generator for those of you that like to max multi-enter or just play multiple lineups. Also got the late swap optimizer that helps you optimize all your lineups at once, adjusting accordingly to the news and all that stuff that breaks out after lock. Then you got the
NBA cheat sheets.
For those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to eat up, do research.
Oh my God.
The player,
I have time for
the NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life, from the top locks to the top mid-range, top value, top studs. You get them all. And our custom player pool for $1 for your first 30 days. So sign up to Draft Dashboard, join the fun. Shout out to my Prizepicks. They're a dope DFS site. We're just picking the over-under on players. You pick 1, 2, 3, or 4 players, project their over-unders. You can mix and match sports. They got basically every sport here. They do first and second half props as well. For NBA, NFL, they do first and second half props. You're not playing against any sharks, not playing against thousands and thousands of people. It's just you versus your predictions. So join the My Prizepicks fun. Let me check if the mic is on real quick. Yep, it is. Just making sure to join the My Prizepicks fund. Just hit the link down below. Promo code Whisper, 25% of your first deposit matched, and also a 2-player free prop worth $25 once you deposit. And away we go. Let's get into these players.
All right, Rick Sanchez. All right, cool. So I'm gonna start off with Shaq Harrison. And typically, when it comes to point chasing, that's one thing we never recommend. I mean, you have to look at all the factors involved. But in this case, Shaq Harrison, I'm point chasing the hell out of him, because he started for the injured Chandler Hutchison in the last game and absolutely showed out in the 26 minutes that he played. Put up 45 DFS points on Draftkings. Let me look at the stat line. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. So he didn't do it with just scoring. I mean, the man was racking up peripherals as well. And that's some of the things I look at as well, especially when it comes to value plays. Because if you're telling me this guy's producing all around the board like that within the 20-25 minutes that he plays, then $5K is a price tag that he could easily smash. So right now it shows a low dash ranking, but I mean, this not truly reflecting of the whole situation. I mean, the guy starts again, which after that last showing, he'll definitely be starting again today. They haven't projected for 18, but I'll take the over on that, especially with that same effort. So I'm feeling Shaq Harrison at 5K because he has the potential to give us a true starters type production. So,
yep. And before he stole my player, Shaq Harrison is a late season GOAT. And if you watched our videos last season, a late season GOAT is a player that can be irrelevant all year, but in that last month or last 3 weeks of the season, he basically is kind of like Luka Doncic. You basically saw the late season Giannis last night in Scott Labissiere. It's very weird picking these players this early in the year.
He called him Giannis.
The Giannis.
Oh.
Come on, man. I can't say the Giannis now. Like, what
like,
the world, man?
Was that?
Nope. Scott Labissiere is equivalent to Giannis in the last 3 weeks of the season. It's just we're getting a good early look at these players this year. But yeah, Shaq Harrison, man, he does it in many, many different ways. And it's not like that 45 was a fluke either, because he does this every year. The thing for him is he just needs minutes. The matchup against Miami can be tough, but with Shaq Harrison with minutes, I'm always willing to bet on him. And then that's just to name drop Luka. Man, Luka's in play every week. Every single day, Luka's in play.
Yeah,
now he's finally priced accordingly, so you got to make some business decisions there. But I will be having some Luka lineups.
That man is in Harden territory now.
Yep. Up next, this guy, man, I've been so hesitant these last 5 games that he's been on this tear to pick him, but I can't ignore the matchup, man, because Clippers suck against bigs. And Capella, as you can see, 42, 49, 41, 44, and a 50 in his last 5 against Clippers. Like, literally his lowest score against them in his last 5 is a 41. He's grabbed 20 rebounds 5 games in a row right now. That's a Rocket history. He could do it potentially again tonight. The matchup tonight just screams that he can do it again. So, excuse me. I'm really liking Capella in this spot at 7,700. Fanduel, the price is a little steeper over there, but I can still go there. 1.3 fantasy points per minute. Pays off this price 62% of the time, projecting for only 9% ownership. Capella could be a nice little late night hammer player. Freak, I forgot to put Paul George in here. But, well, I guess to name drop him real quick, Paul George is a nice player, 8,100 tonight.
Yeah, and I was able to get a good look at him playing with Kawhi Leonard on the last slate, and he did pretty well. You know, he still got his numbers, so Paul George is in play. All right, so Rudy Gobert is up next at 8,200. Got to run Rudy Gobert up against the G League squad. Ain't nobody really down there in that paint to really contain him. Last time he played this team, he put up a 52.
I got him.
85 dash ranking going into this matchup. Projected to get about 43. I could easily see 50-point Rudy Gobert again. 57% chance to hit 5 times value, and we'll give you.
All right, sorry guys, phone call just interrupted.
Yeah, man, damn telemarketers. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, I gotta run Rudy Gobert for the late night hammer against the Golden State Warriors. They do have a late game, don't they?
No,
they don't.
It's Clippers in Houston.
Clippers in Houston. Oh, okay, close enough. But anyway, I love the matchup. 8,200 on DK. What is his price on Draftkings?
Yeah, his price on Draftkings is right there.
Same thing. Okay, 8,600. Okay, so yeah, I'd be willing to take a stab at him on Fanduel as well. So, who you got next, man?
Up next, I got my boy. It's hard, guys.
Take your time. Take your time.
It's hard on this one, but for some weird reason, man, we might be seeing a CJ Miles game tonight.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
3,300. We don't have value on this slate, but in a matchup like this, man, it just screams CJ Miles for some reason. Like, he's playing the minutes. Excuse me, let me flip the phone real quick. Because he's played 18, 20, and 12 the last game. But, I know what happened that one. But, he can see 20 minutes. It all depends on how well he's playing. And in this matchup where very little defense will be played and a lot of points will be scored. And I always say this as well, between Charlotte and Washington, whichever team plays them puts up points. Now they're playing each other. So it's going to be a points galore. Oh my goodness, man. I just have a weird feeling. Now he could get you a 9 or he could get you a 36. As you can see in his last 3 against Charlotte, 18, 17, and a 36. 18, 17 pays it off. 36 gives you like 13 times value. So it's definitely a hard one to, tout out there. But I just for some reason see a CJ Miles game coming. I'll have some moderate shares of him in GPPs and just hope for the best. And then the guy right under him, Thomas Bryant. Charlotte give up the most points in the paint to centers this year. Or just anybody, really. And Thomas Bryant is due for a Thomas Bryant GPP slate-breaking game. I mean, he's been, the minutes have been very wonky lately. Him and Mo Wagner, which I like both of them. But the thing is this, you just can't pair them on the same lineup because they basically directly affect each other. So if you play Mo Wagner, I'd advise you to not play Thomas Bryant on that lineup. And if you play Thomas Bryant, I'd advise you to not play Mo Wagner on that lineup. But I don't know, man. This Charlotte spot right here, Thomas Bryant could bring in one of his classic GPP, slate-breaking performances against a team that's 30th against centers, allow the most points in the paint, allow the most dunks, and allow the most putback points as well, Thomas, it just screams a Thomas Bryant game as well. 30th against centers, 24th defense overall, 73 dash ranking, 1.2 fantasy point per minute guy, projecting for about 15% ownership, like Thomas Bryant.
Yes, sir. And I'm just gonna have to go back and run to the no-brainer. Spencer Dinwiddie, still no Kyrie. He's sub 8K. Starter. I mean, he's gonna produce. I mean, as long as Spencer Dinwiddie is getting the minutes, I mean, he's gonna have similar efforts to what we've seen over the last 3 games: 35, 51, and recently 41. 71 dash ranking going into this game will get you about 1.2 fantasy points per minute. So, I'm just running back to him. He's gonna be a solid fixture. Like I said, as long as he stays sub 8K, I'm good, and I love him in this matchup versus Sacramento, which should be a pretty up tempo matchup. And also too, honorable mention for Belicia as well. Bogdanovich, he's questionable, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the last three out of the last 4 games, he's put up at least 30 DFS points. One of those, which was a 40. So, Belicia, Bogdanovich gets ruled out. I mean, the only thing that's going to happen is Belicia is probably going to put up more shots. So, I actually want to just honorable mention him as well. He's at 5.7 on DK.
Yeah, I love him if Belicia plays. Not, I love him if Bogdanovich plays. But, to go to my last 2 picks, Richaun Holmes and Trae Young. First off, Richaun Holmes has been balling lately. The minutes have been there. He's been putting in work. Bigs versus Brooklyn. Bigs versus Brooklyn. Bigs versus Brooklyn. 32-31 in his last 3 against Brooklyn. Also had a 17 and an 8 sandwiched in between. 45, 26, 27, 33, 17 in his last 5. I went back, and looked back on a lot of his stuff this season. And I saw that in every single game so far that he's played in, and every single game so far that he's played in this year against teams where bigs are normally supposed to smash, he's put up good numbers in those matchups. So I could see him doing the same in this spot right here. And my boy Trey's due for another 60-point game. The boy loves playing Detroit. 62 and a 50 in his last 2 games that he played against them. He just loves this spot against Detroit. 9,400, projecting for about 16% ownership, 1.4 fantasy point per minute guy. We're playing in Detroit. The last time we played in Detroit is when he put up 62. I mean, he hit like 3 shots from the Pistons logo. So he loves playing in that arena. So, he might cause another Malice in the Palace tonight, but I mean like in a good way, like in a fantasy. Ejected. No, in a fantasy. God,
I don't need him getting no fights and getting ejected, bro.
Moving on, Trae Young's in a great spot tonight, and that's all our picks for today, guys. Go ahead, give y'all the 2 prize picks players. I went under earlier today on Andre Drummond when he was at 49. Blake Griffin tends to have his worst games in Atlanta or whenever he plays Atlanta, so that's one thing to monitor. Absolutely love the 33 on Devontae Graham. I'd easily take the over on that, but to also go with my boy Thomas Bryant at 32, I'm feeling a Bryant game. So I'm going to take the over on that. And they're doing a deposit bonus today.
Oh, wow. That was good timing.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me see who I like. That Richaun Holmes is pretty tempting, too. Bigs against Brooklyn. I might be inclined to take the over on him. And as far as these other props, man, Wendell Carter at 30. CP3 at 33. Those are 2 tempting over.
Over on CP3 at 31, so that's good.
Yeah. Absolutely. And man, last year Ben Simmons at 39 would have been too easy.
How much is Bam?
Bam Adebayo, let me see here. He's 39.
Yeah, I took the under on him at 39 today.
Took the under? Okay.
It's weird, but he actually does not play well against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You look back at his history.
And I hate to say this, but I'm actually feeling a Terry Rozier game, so I would take the over on him at 33. So
I don't blame you, man. The matchup.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I will be stacking that Charlotte and a Washington game.
It'll be a great one
I
to
will
stack.
be shamefully stacking it. Not
Yeah.
full stacking, but probably
Yeah.
getting enough pieces.
Most def.
Most likely might run Bradley Beal, Thomas Bryant, CJ Miles, and then bring it back probably with Devontae Graham.
Yeah. Awesome. So those are our props. I mean, that's what we're feeling as of right now. All these other props is kind of close. But is there anything else you wanted to add, or are we pretty much done here? Or?
No, I'm
Okay, cool. So those are our picks, guys. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And make sure you follow us on our socials, on Twitter at DFS Whisperers, on Instagram at the DFS Whisperers. Email link is in the bio. Hit us up if you want to chop it up, you have any questions, or you want to join the squad. Either way is cool with us. So let's go into this slate with a new hope and a new vigor. We wish each and every one of you a nice, hefty bag. Let's go out there and get it, and we out here. Whisper Squad.
Lick my picks.